Here's how I almost broke something that cost $1,000. This is a Robosen Megatron, and my favorite feature is that you can actually slap his ass and he responds to that. This is an actual feature, by the way. More importantly though, he can actually transform.
Hey Megatron?
What's wrong?
Transform.
I am Megatron, leader of the Decepticons.
You sure are, buddy. He actually faces the other way, but I edited the video so he faces this way. This was sent to me by Robosen themselves. My version is an early copy and a prototype, and as always, I'm excited to take a look at it. This is the flagship Megatron, and he is huge in robot mode, which is why we are on the dining table in my living room, because I do not have space for something this massive. Here he is next to Robosen Grimlock, the Elite Optimus Prime, which is smaller than the flagship version, Rise of the Beast Optimus, Bumblebee,
Megatron, that guy's the worst.
and just for fun, Siege Megatron. The first part of this video will be a review along with me showing off some of the commands, and the second part of this video will just be a bunch of commands.
The universe is mine.
That way I can get a longer video for that sweet watch time, making YouTube push out this video even more. Also, leaving a like helps. Thank you. Now right away, I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, it should have turned into a gun. No, it shouldn't. That's just not gonna happen, and we live in different times these days. While the G1 accuracy of turning into a gun would be nice, it just wouldn't work out and give less playability for the alt mode, which the tank mode is pretty cool, but first, let's start with the robot mode. So apparently, Takara Tomy supervised the design for this Megatron. The brief I got specifically says, designed as a more modern aesthetic piece, supervised by Takara Tomy Japan. I'm wondering if that's their way of saying this turns into a tank and not a gun. But anyways, this is their first Decepticon. They've mainly done Autobots in the past, which have been great. This guy has 36 high-precision servo motors and 118 chips, which is more than the Optimus Prime. He's engineered to be more solid and robust, which is great because, he did fall a few feet. We will get to that. Aesthetically, he seems to be a mix of the G1 Combiner Wars and War for Cybertron designs. You can see a lot of inspiration from all three in here. His entire sculpt looks really nice. It's got that G1 boxy style without looking too plain. The legs are a bit G1 Siege-like with that black and gray. I like the LEDs on his feet. He has some more LEDs on his crotch area. The hands have a nice sculpt, and the details on the arms are great. You have little panels and vents on the sides, and some layered stuff that rises up at the front. The red looks real nice, and there's an LED at the bottom. The chest area is very G1. We do have some LEDs, and this LED on the side is actually a battery indicator. And if he runs out of battery mid-command, yeah. The chest area is very simple, as it should be. The Decepticon insignia on his chest actually turns around when he transforms, which I think is really cool. The head is also very accurate to G1, and we have some nice red LEDs for the eyes. On the back, we have actual treads. On the back, we also have his ass sensor. Yes, this is an actual feature on the product. The top is where we see some of that Combiner Wars inspiration, which was also in War for Cybertron. Oh yeah, my dumbass totally forgot to talk about the fusion cannon. This looks really great, and we have an LED at the end of it. So now he has two touch sensors on him, one on its chest and then one awkwardly placed on his ass. He just needs a really good rubbing.
Damaged. Now rip out your optics.
Let's do one more.
Watch it, you fool. No. You'll pay dearly for this. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I'm not a big fan of the placement because you might accidentally activate it when trying to pick it up. Robosen Megatron definitely seems to be more advanced than Optimus Prime and Grimlock, definitely spec-wise. With each new Transformer they make, they do get better. Their Optimus Prime looks a lot more simple compared to Megatron. Optimus has that more blocky design, which is the G1 aesthetic, but Megatron takes that G1 design and just adds to it a bit. This design feels a bit more full, if that makes sense. It's more fleshed out and there's no hollow gaps. It would be really nice if they made an updated version of their Optimus Prime Prime because Megatron and Grimlock are kind of a big step up, and now it feels like Optimus is lacking a bit. The only issue I had with Grimlock was the voice command feature didn't really work properly. It seems to be a lot better with Megatron, so that is good. Accessories wise, we get some USB-C charging stuff. His mace, which he actually swings around, however, I do get a little bit worried when it's in use. I'll talk more about the falling over later in the video because there's some important stuff to mention there. We have a really badass looking sword with some LEDs. However, I'm gonna be honest, the LEDs on this kind of suck. I don't know if it's just my copy of the figure or if the batteries that came with this are just about to die out. We also get 4 of these. No, come back. We also get 4 of these missile launch pieces, which are used in the tank mode. It's very cool, and I'll show that off in a second. An instruction and safety manual, which most people will never look at. I'm not gonna look at it because I don't know how to read. And inside here, we get a collector's coin. Now, the transformation on this figure is done pretty well. The side parts move out, forming the legs. The arms move out along with the treads underneath, which help lift the figure up. These panels open for the hands to come out, and then he finally lifts himself up. And now he's facing away from you. This is something the Optimus Prime also does. I assume engineering wise it's just easier for them to face the other way. But let's get to the tank mode itself now. Transform. I love how the barrel extends out like that. It's a gorgeous tank mode, and if you want to display this figure, you're gonna have to display him in the tank mode only. He can't stand in the robot mode when powered off, which is honestly really unfortunate. Now the on-off button is on the right side. You just hold it down for a few seconds.
I am Megatron, leader of the Decepticons.
The LEDs look great in the tank mode as well. Also, when you charge him, this is what he says.
Well done. Begin production of Energon cubes.
And then the LED on his left side starts to blink. I love all the details in the tank mode. It has actual treads which do move. And one of my favorite features is that you can put in the missile pieces. Grab this cardboard cutout of Optimus Prime that it comes with.
Open fire.
And this can only be done in the tank mode because the cannon faces the other way for the robot mode. Now let's move over to the voice commands. As always, you want to keep these guys on a flat and stable surface. While this table is flat, I realized while editing this video that the reason it probably kept falling over was because when he moves, the table is probably shaking a little bit, which is why this happened.
Nice.
To restore.
Surprisingly, he had absolutely no damage on him. I couldn't find a single crack or blemish anywhere from that. But let's get to the commands now.
Hey Megatron,
What's wrong?
open fire.
Do as I command. Fire. Show no mercy.
Introduce yourself.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Greetings, humans. I am Megatron, leader of the Decepticons. You will do exactly as I said. Now surrender.
Attack.
Decepticons, attack. Crush them.
Defense.
Foolish man flesh.
Retreat.
Never. No. Decepticons, retreat.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime. I'll crush you with my bare hands.
So I'm gonna do these on the kitchen floor now, so he doesn't fall over.
Conspiracy.
I used too much power against the Autobots. No more Optimus Prime. Grant me mercy, I beg of you. It is over. Optimus Prime has been defeated.
Okay, so this one we also definitely need to do on the floor because he swings around the mace here.
Unicron.
I belong to nobody. Nobody summons Megatron.
Now let's check out the official Robosen app. We have 3 modes: action, create, and mini theater. So we can make him walk with this, and it is kind of funny. We can do a sword swing, a mace swing, let's try that again. I tried to film the mini theater mode and make it look all cinematic, but you can just watch to see what happened.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. Optimus Prime. I'll crush you with my big hands. I return, more powerful than ever. Prime. One shall stand, one shall fall. Such heroic thoughts. We will never forsake this planet or its people. No! Crush you with my hands. Fire now! No more Optimus Prime! Grant me mercy, I beg of you.
So he's supposed to fall over the first time, and then he's supposed to get back up. But my version isn't able to get back up for some reason. And then he just kind of freezes up. So that is unfortunate because it is something that seemed really cool. Since this is a prototype, hopefully it works on the final version. Also, he seems to have a blemish now from falling multiple times in the mini theater mode. I double checked my footage and it did happen after the mini theater mode and not the first fall. If we go to the action center, we can now see a list of actions. Let's do Happy Valentine's Day.
Love is for the weak. Embrace your hatred and fear. They are strong. Happy Valentine's Day.
And now King of Boxing. You got very close to the camera there. Okay, let's readjust him. Tyrant pose.
Peace through tyranny.
Fusion cannon.
A pleasure to see you again, Prime. Now you'll witness the power of my fusion cannon. Take no prisoners.
Laser beak.
Laserbeak, where are your manners? Our guest needs a seat.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas is a time for family and togetherness. But know this, mortals. I am always watching. Merry Christmas. I know who's naughty, and I know who's nice.
That's a pretty fun one.
Starscream.
You couldn't lead androids to a picnic, Starscream. How can you pretend to lead the Decepticons?
Oh, I almost fell there.
Galvatron.
The Autobots think they have defeated us, but yet we survived.
I don't know what that one had to do with Galvatron.
Decepticons.
Decepticons, a toast to the imminent destruction of the accursed Autobots.
Hello.
Foolish creature. Silence.
Victory.
Peace through tyranny. The universe is
Energon.
more energon cubes. More, I say.
Earth.
You see, even Earth's mightiest warriors cannot stop us. Soon other cities will fall, then others, one after the next, until Earth is ours.
Happy birthday.
I am the leader of the Decepticons, MEGATRON. If you are willing to join the Decepticons, then I will wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. If not, I can only treat you to eat my cannon barrel.
That was a really fun one.
Great villain.
I am Megatron. I will win by any means, by any cost.
There's only 2 more we can do that are with the weapons, so I'll go grab that and come back.
Fate.
Why matters to fate? One can forge one's own destiny.
Conquer.
Exactly. I will build the ultimate weapon to defeat the Autobots, to control the planet, to conquer the universe.
So this is a very expensive item, and it is a pretty neat novelty to have. And just like with all other Robosen stuff, you gotta be careful of it falling over. He's definitely very fun to mess around with. If you want one, there's an affiliate link in the description below. And thank you to all my patrons who've been supporting me. And check out this Robosen video over here.